Death Stranding. There are few gamers who do not know Kojima, one of the most famous, influential, and important game makers in history, known mostly for the legendary Metal Gear Solid series. After he left Konami and joined Sony, many audiences eagerly awaited his latest game, Death Stranding, a bold, special, and creative game that shows the wide concerns of this artist in the game world. Death Stranding takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where the audience plays in the role of a character named Sam Porter Bridges. In this desolate and sad world, deliverers have the most important task of connecting people. The wonderful, complicated story, full of attractive characters and memorable sequences, can be considered as one of the best characteristics of Death Stranding. Kojima and his team have done a great job in designing the world and the stages of this work and have made the environment and map of Death Stranding a pulsating and challenging obstacle. In the innovative and different gameplay of this game, there is no similarity to common mechanisms of open world games. Audience should choose the best route and plan to reach their destination by checking the weather conditions, the presence of enemies on the map, and relying on their previous experiences. High freedom of action along with breathtaking visual effects make Death Stranding one of the best open world titles of the 8th generation of the game world. A game that will remain in the minds of the audience for a long time. Bloodborne. Miyazaki, the creative, bold, and lovable game developer, is known for the fantastic Dark Souls series, unique and deep titles that are among the lasting works of the game world. However, perhaps Miyazaki's most important creation is Bloodborne. This work, which was released exclusively for the PS4 console, was a new look at formula from Software Studio titles. A decision that combined with suffocating atmosphere, gothic environmental architecture, unforgettable music, addictive gameplay, tragic characters, and impressive story, made one of the best games of the past years. If you are a fan of From Software Studio, you are familiar with the deep world of these games and their satisfying gameplay. By combining those elements, Miyazaki created an unforgettable experience for the audience of the game world in Bloodborne game, an experience that will remain for years as one of the most influencing works of the video game world. Another interesting element of this game can be considered the wide world and its diverse environments. Environments that range from a snowy palace to a disturbing nightmare. The impressive range of weapons, enemies, and boss fights make every second of Bloodborne a memorable and legendary experience. Days Gone. Many people may disagree with this opinion, but I personally believe that Days Gone unfairly faced so much criticism and negative comments. Actually, the game will engage the player for hours with its fascinating gameplay and apocalyptic world. It is true that the game has various flaws, and fortunately these problems have been solved in numerous updates, and now nobody can deny the beauty of the environment and its wonders. As a professional biker named Deacon John, you have to survive in a world full of zombies and continue your story with different events. The fascinating and meanwhile the very dark and scary world of the game entertains the player for hours by the balance between humans and zombies. And when the game ends, you will remember the pleasant feeling of excitement with all your heart for the rest of your life. Final Fantasy XV. Final Fantasy XV is an action role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix, and it is considered one of the best open-world games of all time. This title is the 15th main installment in the Final Fantasy series, which was released for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in 2016, for Microsoft Windows in 2018, and for Stadia in 2019. Final Fantasy XV takes place in a fictional world. Except for Lucius's capital Insomnia, the entire world is ruled by the Niflheim Empire, which seeks control of the magical crystal protected by Lucian royal family. Niflheim attacks the capital and steals the crystal. The heir to Lucian's throne works to save the crystal and defeat Niflheim. After learning his full role as the true king, he realizes that he must use the crystal's power to save the world from eternal darkness.